When hope for groundbreaking treatments meets bureaucratic hurdles, the results can be deeply disheartening. For many patients and their families, the recent decisions by the Pharmaceutical Benefits Advisory Committee (PBAC) have been a stark reminder of the challenges in accessing life-changing therapies. The PBAC's rejection of Lilly's application to list its dementia drug, Kisunla, donanemab, on the Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme, PBS, at the July 2025 meeting, has left many questioning whether the system truly serves those in need. And this is where it gets controversial. While the decision reflects practical concerns, it also raises important questions about how we prioritize access to innovative medicines. The PBAC did not dismiss the urgency of finding effective treatments for Alzheimer's disease, AD. In fact, they openly acknowledged the pressing clinical need for therapies that can modify the course of this devastating condition. However, they pointed out that existing treatments, though modestly effective, already exist, and donanemab's benefits, while promising, are not universally agreed upon. Clinical trials showed that donanemab might delay the progression of early AD by approximately 6 weeks, but there remains disagreement among medical professionals about whether this translates into tangible improvements in patients' daily lives. Adding to the complexity is the rigorous diagnostic process required to determine if a patient qualifies for donanemab treatment. This process was deemed overly burdensome, particularly for individuals who might ultimately be deemed ineligible. For those who do qualify, the financial barrier looms large. Without PBS subsidies, each infusion costs $4,700, a price tag that places the drug far beyond the reach of most Australians. Tori Brown, General Manager of Lilly Australia New Zealand, expressed her disappointment, stating that the outcome fails to reflect the true value of Kisunla for patients, their families, the healthcare system, and society as a whole. "This is a disappointing outcome," she said, emphasizing the company's commitment to understanding the implications of the decision and exploring potential next steps. But here's the lingering question. Should cost-effectiveness always outweigh the potential for innovation, even when lives are at stake? The controversy doesn't stop there. MSD also faced a setback when the PBAC rejected its proposal to list pembrolizumab, Keytruda, under a pan-tumour funding model, which would have expanded equitable access to this immunotherapy across all approved uses in Australia. MSD voiced its astonishment, noting that 8 years of dialogue had preceded this decision. According to the company, this ruling will leave some cancer patients without reimbursed treatment options, perpetuating inequities in cancer care. They argue that the move misses an opportunity to provide fair and accessible care to thousands of Australians, including those battling rare cancers. On a brighter note, the PBAC did approve several other medications, offering hope to patients with different conditions. Agaloparatide, Eladinos, used for osteoporosis, received the green light, as did guselkumab, Tremfya, for severe Crohn's disease, tacrolimus ointment, Azemetop, for atopic dermatitis, and insulin degludec, Tresiba, a new form of insulin for type 1 diabetes. These approvals demonstrate that progress is still possible, even within a challenging regulatory landscape. So, what does this mean for the future of drug accessibility in Australia? Is the current system too rigid, or is it simply doing its job by balancing innovation with affordability? These are complex issues with no easy answers. As stakeholders continue to grapple with these dilemmas, one thing is clear. The conversation is far from over. Do you think the PBAC made the right call? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective.